While working for the tutoring program here at Bentley University, I've had a great opportunity to work with people that don't communicate the same way that I do.
Definitely learned to listen a lot. People really do think differently and see things differently than you do.
I've been able to hone the skill of sharing a single message to people who think differently, whether it's concepts in accounting or just basic study habits.
It's helped me be more proactive. Usually when we're assigned a tutee, once that process takes place, it's up to us to contact the student and establish that relationship.
I have to set the agenda for the group, and I have to facilitate a conversation between all the students. Typically there's between 4 and 6, and there's moments when the group gets quiet or they're not motivated to do work, but you have to keep them going and you have to stick to the agenda that you set and be able to be flexible and know what needs to be done.
I have learned how to approach difficult conversations with coworkers and with friends. Oftentimes when you're talking to a tutee, you need to ask them to start pulling more of their own weight or be more involved.
In small group tutoring, I have to speak to the faculty as well as my tutees, so it helps me manage upward and downward, and this skill is very important in the corporate world where I have to speak to my managers as well as my colleagues.
You're a more effective manager when your employees are more effective, and your tutees, when they're doing better in school, you're doing your job. It's extremely satisfying, and it's an incredibly useful skill to have. And as an entrepreneurship major, I think it's been really important down the road when I go to start my own business, that I can kind of delegate tasks properly and explain what should be done or what I want done, and also allow them to think creatively and freely on their own.
I'm only a sophomore, but I can really see how this is going to just become more and more effective for me when I develop from a student into a professional.
Being able to manage a group is an absolutely valuable skill in the workplace.
The tutoring program has also been a great talking point at job interviews. They love talking about your experiences in the program, and on a more personal level, it's just very deeply satisfying to be able to help someone that's struggling with academic or sometimes not academic issues.